We have discussed about Panchayat Samiti in previous video. Now we are going to learn about Zilla Parishad. First, its definition. It is the topmost tier of Panchayat Raj system. It operates at the district level. It looks after the rural areas of district. So it is the topmost tier of Panchayat Raj system. Rural local governance. It operates at district level. In Panchayat Raj, district level is the topmost level, and Zilla Parishad looks after the rural areas of district. As we know that Panchayat Raj is local self-government, so the topmost tier of Panchayat Raj is Zilla Parishad, so it should look after the rural areas of district. History of Zilla Parishad. In 1959, Panchayat Samiti and Zilla Parishad Act was passed in Odisha. It came into action from 26th January 1961. In 1968, the government of Odisha amended the act and replaced Zilla Parishad and made that district advisory council. In 1959, Panchayat Samiti and Zilla Parishad Act was passed in Odisha Legislative Assembly. It came into action in 26th January 1961, and then in 1968 the government of Odisha amended the Zilla Parishad Act and made it District Advisory Council. Zilla Parishad was resolved. In 1991, the government of Odisha abolished District Advisory Council again, and Zilla Parishad came to existence. In 1991, the District Advisory Council, which was made in 1968, was abolished, and again Zilla Parishad came to existence when in 1991. Now, members of Zilla Parishad. There are two types of members in Parishad: elected members and ex officio members. Who are elected members? Members directly elected by people of every constituency which come under district. Every constituency, whatever the number is, every constituency, the people of every constituency elect one member and send them to Parishad as elected members. Ex officio members. Who are the ex officio members? Chairman of Panchayat Samitis, MLAs of the district, MPs of the district, chairman of municipalities, district collector, sub collector, secretary of Parishad. These are the ex officio members of Zilla Parishad. Chairman of Panchayat Samitis, all Panchayat Samitis which come under that district. MLAs of the district, MPs of the district, chairman of municipalities. If municipalities come under a Parishad, then the chairman of all municipalities are ex officio members of Zilla Parishad. District collector, the collector of the district, the sub collector of the district, and the secretary of Parishad. Now these are some points of Zilla Parishad and its work. The elected members of Zilla Parishad elect one of them as president and another vice president of Parishad. The elected members of Zilla Parishad elect one of them as president and another as vice president. President of Parishad is also the executive head of Parishad. The executive head of the Parishad is president. President calls and presides over the meetings which takes place at least 4 times a year. President calls and presides over the meetings of Parishad which generally comes at least 4 times a year. The tenure of Zilla Parishad is 5 years. District collector is executive officer of Parishad. Executive head is president and executive officer, the office bearer, executive officer is district collector. Parishad functions through 5 important committees. By 5 committees, the Parishad functions. First is General Committee. Second is Finance, Audit and Planning Committee. Third is Agriculture and Industry Committee. Fourth is Education and Health Committee. And fifth is Social Welfare Committee. So these are the five main committees of Parishad. First is General Committee. Second is Finance, Audit and Planning Committee. Third is Agriculture and Industry Committee. Fourth is Education and Health Committee. Fifth is Social Welfare Committee. There are 5 members in each committee. Every committee has 5 members. President of Zilla Parishad is the ex officio member of these committees. The president of Zilla Parishad is the ex officio member of every committee. All 5 committees. One member cannot be the member of more than 2 committees. One member cannot be the member of more than 2. He can be the member of 2 committees maximum. More than 2 is not possible. One can be the member of 2 committees, not more than 2. Power and functions of Zilla Parishad. What are the functions and powers of Zilla Parishad? First is development of agriculture. Second is to train the farmers. Third is land reclamation and conservation. Fourth is development of irrigation. Fifth is rural electrification. Sixth is conservation and development of forest. Seventh is to organize cold storage facilities. Eighth is construction and maintenance of roads. Ninth is promoting rural housing. 10th is spreading education. 11th is performing the functions organized by state government. So these are 11 functions of Zilla Parishad. Development of agriculture to train the farmers, land reclamation and conservation, development of irrigation, rural electrification, conservation and development of forest to organize cold storage facilities, construction and maintenance of roads, promoting rural housing, spreading education, performing the functions organized by state government. Zilla Parishad's certain advisory and supervisory functions over Panchayat Samitis. The Samitis come under Parishad, so the Zilla Parishad has some advisory and supervisory functions over the Panchayat Samitis which come under that Parishad. First is examination and approval of the budgets of Samiti. The budgets of the Samiti should be examined and approved by the Zilla Parishad. Second function is distribution of funds allotted to district by government among the Samitis. The funds which should be distributed among the Samitis are allotted to district by the government. So the duty of the Parishad is to distribute the fund among the Samitis. Third is supervision of general activities of Samitis. The general activities of Samitis, day-to-day activities of Samitis should be supervised by Zilla Parishad. Fourth is advisory function with the government on matters related to development acts. The development acts which are going to take place in that district will be advised by the Zilla Parishad. The Zilla Parishad can advise the government in the matters related to development acts. Fifth is obtain information from local bodies. There are many local bodies like the parts of urban local bodies. The Parishad can obtain information from these local bodies. Then sources of income of Parishad. First is funds allotted to Parishad by central or state government. The central and state government allots funds to Parishad for its development. Second is a share in land revenue collected from Zilla Parishad area. The land revenue which are collected from Jilla Parishad area, some of its share goes to Parishad. Third is income from trusts. There are some trust. If there are some trusts, then the Parishad gets some income from from those trusts. Fourth is from raising loans. Parishad can raise loans and get income from those. Fifth is donations from samitis. The samitis give donation or contribution to Parishad. That is also a source of income for Parishad. So I